Shakuntala set one condition before she gave her hand. Their son would inherit the throne. King Dushyanta agreed, and a Gandharva marriage was made. Ādi Parva. Book 1, Chapter 67. In the previous chapter, Shakuntala told King Dushyanta the story of her own birth. How the Apsara Menka was sent by Shakra to break Vishwamitra's austerities. How a daughter was born beside the Malini river and left behind. How the Shakunta birds sheltered the infant until the sage Kava found her, named her, and raised her as his own. Now the king, still in that hermitage, must answer what he intends to do. Dushyanta looked at Shakuntala and spoke plainly. It is clear from the way you speak that you are a king's daughter. Be my wife, O auspicious one. Tell me what I must do for you. He did not hold back his offer. Gold garlands, garments, earrings, ornaments of wrought gold, bright gems and beautiful jewels brought from many towns. All of these he would bring her, along with necklaces and fine clothing. He said his whole kingdom would be hers that day. Come to me through the Gandharva marriage, he urged. The Gandharva form, a union by mutual consent, entered in private without Vedic rites, was, he told her, the finest of all the forms of marriage. Shakuntala answered steadily. Her father had gone from the hermitage to gather food. He should wait a little while, she said. Kanva himself would give her to him when he returned. But the king pressed on. I desire you. Know that I stand here for your sake. My mind is fixed entirely on you. He argued that the self is its own kinsman, that a person may rightly give themselves by their own will. Then he turned to Dharma and enumerated the 8 recognized forms of marriage: Brahma, Daiva, Arsha, Prajapatya, and Asura, and Gandharva, Rakshasa, and the Peshacha as the 8th. Swayambhuva Manu himself, he said, had established the rule governing each. The first 4 are the approved forms for Brahmins. For Kshatriyas, 6 are recognized. Rakshas marriage is also permitted for kings. The Asura form is for Vaishyas and Shudras. Of the 5 forms open to Kshatriyas, 3 accord with Dharma. To do not. The Paishacha and Asura forms should never be performed under any circumstances. But the Gandharva and Rakshasa forms are both dharmic for Kshatriyas, separately or in combination. And there was no uncertainty in this. We are both willing, he said. You should become my wife through the Gandharva form of marriage. Shakuntala listened and then spoke her own terms. If this is truly the path of Dharma, she said, and if I am free to give myself as I choose, then hear me, O best of the Purus. Swear truly to what I'll tell you now. In private, the son born to me should become your direct heir. He should be named Crown Prince. Speak this truth to me. If you agree to this, Dushyanta, then let there be union between us. Without hesitation, the king replied, So be it. He gave his word, and he added that he would take her to his own city as she rightly deserved, in a manner befitting her worth. Having said this, the Rajarshi, a king of great spiritual standing, took her hand in due form, and they were joined. Afterwards, he reassured her again and again before he set out, repeating his promise. He would send a 4-division army, infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots on her behalf. And with that force, he would bring her properly to his city. With this pledge made to her, King Dushyanta departed. But his thoughts were troubled. His mind turned over the matter of the sage Kava. The venerable Bhagwan is deep in austerities. What will he do when he hears of this? He turned the question over as he traveled and entered his own city, still weighing it. Not long after, Kanva returned to the hermitage. Shakuntala, ashamed, did not come out to meet him. The great ascetic possessed divine knowledge and needed no word from her. He understood at once what had taken place. Beholding all with his divine sight, Kanva spoke with a glad heart. The union you made today with a man, setting me aside. For one born of royal lineage, that is not contrary to dharma. For a Kshatriya, the Gandharva marriage is the finest form, entered willingly by both, in private, without Vedic mantras. Dushyanta is righteous and great-souled, foremost among men. Him you freely approached as your husband, Shakuntala. Then the sage looked further and spoke of what was to come. A son of great soul and great strength would be born to her. He said, renowned in this world, holding dominion over the whole earth to the farthest shores of the sea. The wheel of that great soul would roll unchecked through every direction. He would be a chakravartin, a universal sovereign. Shakuntala then washed her father's feet, set down her burden, placed fruits before him as he rested, and spoke. She asked that Dushyanta, him she had chosen as her husband, the foremost of men, receive the sage's favor along with his ministers. Kava answered warmly, I am already well pleased on your behalf. Ask a boon from me, whatever you desire for his sake. Shakuntala, out of her wish for Dushyanta's welfare, asked for two things: that the Purus remain righteous in their conduct, and that the kingdom never slip from their hands. This chapter completes the account of the Gandharv marriage of Dushyanta and Shakuntala. In the next chapter, 3 years after Dushyanta's departure, Shakuntala arrives at Hastinpura with their son Sarvadamana, a boy of extraordinary strength who tames wild animals and stands before the king to claim what was promised. The journey continues in the next chapter.